So, welcome to the final episode in this short mini series that we've been creating, where we've journeyed through the energetic layers of investing, the feminine and the masculine, flow and strategy, structure and soul.
So, whether you've been with us from episode 1 or you're joining in here at the wrap up, today we're going to bring it all together, right? So you leave not just inspired, but clear on
Yeah.
who you are as an investor and what your next aligned steps are.
Yeah,
So, let's
baby.
start with a quick look back, right? Episode 1, we introduced the whole concept of energetic investing. That how we show up with our money is deeply connected to who we are energetically.
Exactly. And then episode 2, we went deeper into the energetic foundation. So, we talked about how structure without soul is brittle and flow without direction can actually get chaotic, and you need both.
Yeah. And then we explored the masculine investor archetype, the
Yep.
strengths of drive, logic, and systems, but also the shadows, right? The burnout, the pressure, the control.
Yeah. And then we shared in episode 4 about the feminine investor archetype. So, how it moves with intuition, connection, magnetism, and the risk of avoidance, overthinking, or staying stuck in dreaming without doing.
And throughout those episodes, and now we talk that it's not just about male and female, it's
Yeah.
energetic masculine, it's energetic feminine,
Yeah.
and it's got nothing to do with sexes at all, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And and then when episode 5, we grounded it with real life investing scenarios
We did.
around property. We spoke about the crypto business, and we showed how these energies show up in practice.
Yeah. And then finally, in episode 6, we dropped into a soul guided visualization just to meet your inner masculine and feminine and to integrate those energies.
And because we recorded that episode just before this one, I'm still feeling the effects of it. It's pretty cool. So
Mm.
I highly recommend that one. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it just once, right? I'd be
No.
doing it
Yeah.
again and again and again, because that's how the real key is, it, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Always thought, I always feel that, I think Shrek says it best, right? It's like onions, life is like onions, you peel back the layers and you go deeper. And quite often when you're doing any type of visualization or energetic work,
Yeah.
you end up going a certain depth and you've peeled off the onions, and then when you do it
Yeah.
again you can go deeper and go deeper and go deeper, right?
Yeah.
So if you've missed any of them, right, we
Exactly.
recommend you go back, and because they each build on each other like a puzzle piece.
Yeah. So that's the recap of all the episodes so far. So in this one here, we're going to talk about the signs that you might be leading too far into one energy.
Yeah, right. So if you're too into the masculine, you might be always chasing or always be chasing the numbers or the next big win. Might feel that you're anxious that you're not actually doing
Yeah.
enough, right? That there's always something else you could be doing, or there could be another spreadsheet you create, or there's more data you need,
Yeah.
or you over plan, but more importantly, you probably under feel as well.
Yeah. And look, if you're stuck in the feminine, you might actually talk about money, but avoid opening a bank app. You might wait for alignment instead of making moves. And you may feel guilty or unclear around charging or investing.
And look, neither of those are wrong, but they're imbalanced,
Yeah.
right? And imbalance leads to stress, sabotage, missed opportunities, or even, from the feminine side, too much in the bigger picture and not enough in the doing.
Yeah. So the goal is integration. Okay. So to let each energy show up when needed. All right. So just to trust both your numbers and your knowing.
Yeah, without a
Very
doubt,
key.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, let's take a moment now to integrate, right?
Yep.
We want you to grab a notebook or a journal, and we're going to give you 3 prompts. So, if you have to pause to go get it, do that now, right?
Yep.
We're not going to wait for you, because you can just press pause, right?
Yeah. And you can pause after each one of these as well if you want more time. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. This is the first couple of things we want you to journal about. Where in your financial life have you been too in the masculine? Okay. I'll ask that again. Where in your financial life have you been too in the masculine?
Great question.
Yeah. And where have you been pushing, forcing, or overriding your intuition? So, again, where have you been pushing, forcing, or overriding your intuition?
Isn't it interesting, right? We
Hmm.
had a guy who was so intuitive, reckoned that this certain opportunity was a goer. Billie and I kept telling him, nah, it's not, it's not. Turned out we were right.
Not that
Yeah.
you want to be right in those sort of things, but there
No,
are
yeah,
things,
absolutely
you
not.
don't want to miss those red flags. And yeah, unfortunately, the red flags were being missed, but that's okay.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
just those questions again.
Yeah.
Where in your financial life have you been too in the masculine? And where have you been pushing, forcing, or overriding your intuition?
Yeah.
And then the next ones, guys, is basically where have you been too in the feminine?
Yeah. Where have you been too in the feminine?
Yeah. Where have you been too in the feminine? Right. This is from our energetic side of things, right? Remember everything that we've spoken about around the masculine and the feminine. Where have you been too much in the feminine?
Yeah.
And again, pause the recording, guys. Stop for, if you have to, and just write down and write as much as you can.
Yeah.
And then the next part, guys, and that is, are there places where you've avoided structure, avoided clarity, or avoided accountability?
Hmm.
I certainly have.
Yeah. So just again, are there places where you've avoided structure, clarity, or accountability? Okay. And as Mark keeps saying, you can actually pause this. So we will keep going. So the next lot of questions are, what would your integrated wealth self do differently this season? What would your integrated wealth self do differently this season? And what's the next aligned move you're ready to make?
We always break things into seasons, guys.
Yeah.
So a season for us is either the next 90 days or the next 120 days. And you want to focus on different things
Mm,
every single season. So that's what we mean by season, right? So what
yeah.
would your integrated wealth self do differently this season?
Mm.
What's the
You will
next
hear us
aligned
say it.
move?
Sorry, love. You will hear us talk about seasons in other episodes. So yeah.
Yeah, 100%. What's the next aligned move you're ready to make? And just
Mm.
now, just take a few breaths and just let the truth come through.
Ooh, I like that. Just let the truth come through.
Let the truth come through.
Yeah. So let's just walk through how integration might actually look. So let's say you're a solo entrepreneur or a solopreneur, I think they call them mostly. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you might use your masculine to build an offer, structure the pricing, and track income targets, but you'd also use your feminine to design something that feels good,
Yeah.
to trust your intuition on clients, and allow space for rest.
Yeah. Well, let's just say that you're investing in property. Okay. Masculine energy might negotiate the deal. Feminine energy might guide you to which suburb feels right, even if it doesn't look perfect on paper.
Yeah, true integration means knowing when to switch hats, right? When to act, when to pause. It's the dance, not to dominate, not the dominance of one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. And so the cool thing over these last few weeks in these series is we've actually had some beautiful messages come through from the listeners. And look, we have asked permission here. So we've got one from a lady, Sophie, who actually DM'd us, and she basically was saying, I didn't realize how much I was in my masculine energy, always forcing results. So, and after listening, I let myself slow down and the right investment came to me. I still took action, but it felt spacious.
Yeah, I love that one.
Oh my gosh, I love that one.
We do love getting feedback, guys,
We do. Please do send them
the good,
through.
the bad, and
Mm,
the ugly. We're okay with that,
yeah.
right? If for some reason you feel you've missed the mark, hey, that's okay.
Mm,
We've missed the mark, that's
yeah.
okay.
Mm,
And but yeah, when we get real positive energy like that, it's so cool. It's so good. We know we're on point. We know that we're our message is getting through, and you guys are
yeah.
taking action, right? That's the
Oh,
real key for us.
yeah.
And all this other one from Chris, right? Your podcast helped me stop shaming myself for being logical.
Yeah.
Man, I love that, right?
Mm,
Goosebumps. I thought I was too cold around money, but now I see that my masculine energy is just needed to soften and not to disappear.
ah. And look, they are the shifts that we love to see. We really do love to see these.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, guys, what now? What's your next aligned step?
Mm. Maybe it's having a money date with yourself. Maybe it's joining our next Wealth Rewired masterclass. Maybe it's re-listening to the visualization and just setting clear wealth intention.
Integration only matters if it leads to activation, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with this new awareness?
Mm. And look, as a thank you for being part of this series, we've bundled those 3 books of ours, our most loved books and popular books, The Feminine Wealth Code, The Stole Purpose of Wealth, and Wealth Rewired into a free gift. So please grab them.
Yeah, they are well worth it. We're getting
Yeah.
great reviews from them, guys. And,
Mm.
they're part of our life's work. And,
Yeah.
we're really proud of them. So, you can down them all via our link tree. It's
Yeah.
our way of helping you continue this journey with more clarity and more confidence.
Yeah. So let's close with some soul anchored affirmations. So repeat in your mind or out loud if you wish. I trust my intuition and honor my logic. I trust my intuition and honor my logic. I build with purpose and receive with ease. I build with purpose and receive with ease. My wealth journey is uniquely mine, and I choose to walk it integrated and free. One of my favorites. My wealth journey is uniquely mine, and I choose to walk it integrated and free.
Powerful. Wow.
Mm,
Thank you for being with us. We'd love to hear what's shifted for you.
please.
Leave a review or message us on socials. We will certainly reply.
Oh my God, we'd love for you to do that. So, look, stay tuned for our next episodes of Wealth Rewired. There's always one out generally every week. So, until then, stay sovereign, stay powerful, and stay
Stay
rewired.
rewired. Bye.
Woohoo. Thank you. Bye.